Alright guys, welcome back to Eraton Empire. Still your J-Town boy, Prince P. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. And this is another episode of the Hard Gist. And you know how we do right here. We intersect all the various vocabularies of the ISIS. And today's gist is interesting, innovating, mind-busting. Just stay tuned, I'll be bringing to you shortly. But before we do that, please subscribe. Subscribe now. Click the notification button and don't forget, like, comment, share with your friends so that you can be part of this wonderful family. Ja! So let's talk about US. You know, if you guys remember when the Russia and Ukraine war started, you know, the Europeans started complaining that there will be increase in gas and all that because, you know, Russia is, let's just say, they are the most producers of gas globally. And when the war started, the European Union, they came out to complain about it, trying to ban the whole thing. You know, there has been back and forth towards it. Now, moving on to that, let's go over to US. Now, a report has come out. Actually, the President of the United States, Joe Biden, came out on his Twitter and he posted that the price of gas is up by almost $2 a gallon since Putin has related his military build-up, and those high prices pose a challenge for working families. Today, I'm calling on Congress. Today, I'm calling on Congress to suspend the federal gas tax for 3 months to provide Americans some much needed relief. You see how government they think? They have, you see, government is for the people and for the people alone. Government is supposed to be considerate. See, US now, they don't come out. They are squashing away gas tax. They are squashing it away for 3 months. Nobody will pay tax. Nobody will pay tax. Because the gas has increased globally. The gas has been increased globally. And now they are squashing out the tax behind it. So for 3 months, Americans won't be paying gas tax. Which is very good. Which is considerate. When you see what is happening in a country, you try to minimize things for the common citizens so that they can survive and know how to pick it up. But for Africa, yes, everything they go up, everything they go up. Money, food, stock, fuel, everything. And our government, they are not even being any considerate. They won't even come out and say, okay, let us squash this thing out. Things are going up, and yet African government, they feel like it's a normal thing. Anyhow, the citizens will survive. Especially in Nigeria. If in Nigeria, oh, now they bust my head. Well, when Nigeria has crude oil, we have crude oil, but what are we doing? Every day there is fuel scarcity. There's never been any time there is no fuel scarcity. Not even that the fuel is increasing, fuel scarcity. As for the increment, we will not talk about that one because it has always been increasing. You see, that's why I keep on saying that we need to be serious in this country. We are sitting on a very big time bomb, and when you go blow, our nyash and go spoil. It go spoil government nyash because they are sitting on a very big time bomb. People are complaining. People are tired. People are suffering. That's why you keep on seeing things happening. Something that doesn't supposed to happen. Insecurity, kidnapping, armed robberies happening. Why? Because the government failed to understand that the people are suffering. People are going through a lot. That's why people they pray to travel out, because when you are in Africa, especially in Nigeria, you feel like nothing is working. But when you go out there, you see that the system is working. You see that at least things are working amicably. Guys, this continent, I not just know who can create this continent. Africa. Later we will go talk, say, oh, the problem is the white. We are doing ourselves. We are doing ourselves. And guys, I'm coming back because you get some clip where I watch. It be mind busting. Guys, that is the truth of Africa. That is the truth. And these words are coming from a pastor, a Ghanaian pastor. And guys, we'll talk about it. But let's finish this one. Guys, let's be serious in this country. Things are not moving in this country. Let's fix this country. Yes, election is coming. But the point is, who is going to be on that seat? Is he competent enough to elevate the economy? Is he competent enough? I don't know. Both of us, we don't know. Why? Because the government is bent on milking Nigeria. God save us in this country, and we need to stand up and talk about this whole situation as early as possible. May we. Okay, now guys, let's talk about this Ghanaian pastor. Charlie, I watched this clip. I said, no, I must bring it to my people. I must bring it to my family so that Ona go hear the truth. Ona go hear the truth and know that we are deceiving ourselves. Know that we are actually deceiving ourselves. We are the people doing ourselves. Nobody is doing us. We are our problems. Until we realize that we are our problems and start working towards it, that is when change will come. No, they go to church, they pray, change it. Holy Father, Holy Mary, Holy Christ, I need change in this country. If you don't implement the change, we are not going anywhere. Nobody is going anywhere. No change will be implemented. When I did, let me play you this clip. When you know, like I just carry the talk. Oh yeah, rolling.
Look at our traditional leaders and the slave trade. We blame the whites for the slave trade we went through. We blame the whites that they offended us. They took us as slaves. But let's wait for a minute. Who sold the black man to the whites? Who sold the black man to the whites? Our own traditional leaders. The enemy is not outside. The enemy is within. If we are asking the Europeans to pacify us and also to apologize to us, our traditional leaders must be the first to apologize on behalf of their ancestors for the evil they have done against their fellow blacks. Look at our attitude towards the environment and the destruction of our water bodies. All our river bodies have turned into dark brown. And you know what they said? In the next 20 years, if we don't stop this illegal mining, Ghana, we will import water to drink. Yet we don't care. And Chinese people will come from their country into our forest, destroy our forest, destroy our land, and illegally mine and damage our waters. How can they come if the traditional leaders didn't give them permission to do that? And in one instance, whilst they were there, our military went there to protect them. Our own military that is supposed to protect us rather protected the foreigners to destroy our water and destroy our forest. The enemy is not outside, the enemy is within. If you look at our own systems and structures in our country, we don't have a better system to improve the lives of people. Pastor, I was surprised when I read in China, they had a 10-year vision, and they said from 2011, their vision was that in 10 years from 2011, and 10 years from 2011 will be what year? This year, 2021, that they will raise over 20% of the people to become multi-millionaires. Now in 2021, they have 1.8 million Chinese who are multi-millionaires in China, and they are between the age of 40 to 50 years. Multi-millionaires. The government intentionally decided that they will make sure they will have 20% of the population multi-millionaires. They also agreed that they will make sure that they will lift up the poorest of the poor, and they lifted 100 million people from begging to live a better life. But in this country, in our country, we fight our own businessmen. Our government will fight our business people. When they know that your business is thriving, and they know that perhaps you are not sympathetic towards the running party or the ruling party, they will fight you, collapse your company, and make you poor. When in China, they want to make the people rich. In Africa, we want to make our own people poor. The enemy is not outside. The enemy is within. Look at our African leaders. How much they stole, the money they stole away. We are told in Gambia, Jamal Yaha, he stole $11 million from his own country, Gambia. Sani Abacha stole between $1 billion to $5 billion out of Nigeria. Hosni Mubarak stole $17 million in 8 years. The enemy is not outside. The enemy to our own progress is within. Look at our presidents, the presidents who were fighting for our independence, what we did to them. In Togo, the man who fought for the independence of Togo called Sylvanus Olympio. When Togo got independence, he decided that they would not use the French franc, the French CFA. They decided they will have their own Togo currency. And you know what? They used Iyadema to kill him and to get rid of him. When Olympians wanted to make Togo great, the enemy within, the Dudas within, killed him. In Burkina Faso, the man who gave them independence, Maurice Yamego, was eliminated by his own people. When Thomas Sankara came, his own body group killed him and got rid of him. The enemy is not outside, the enemy is within. You look at our own country, Kwame Nkrumah started a new vision to develop Ghana, and who undermined him from within? They threw him out by Kutuka. Today we celebrate Kwame Nkrumah, but the own Judas will damage him. I pray that the man who organized that coup to betray Kwame Nkrumah, and for us to name our airport after him, Kotoka International Airport, I think we should start a national conversation to change the name of the Kotoka International Airport, because as long as that name is, we have endorsed coup, we have endorsed enemies that will fight the progress of our nation. We must change the name of Kotoka International Airport to Kwame Nkrumah International Airport. The enemy is not outside, the enemy is within. We need to ask God to give us a new character. Just change our behavior and have new values. Because the person will be smiling with you, smiling with you, yet he will stab you at the back. How can you have a father who wants to destroy your life? Yet in Africa we have governments that do not want to make the people or improve the lives of the people. When in overseas, their government have created an environment for every citizen to be better. Why is it that our governments can't think about the welfare of the citizens? And we kill the business.
I talk am now, and I don't hear them. You have heard it. We are our problem. Our leaders, they are our problem. Not whites, not foreigners. Whites comes in this, our continent, our leaders gave them the permission, collected money and gave them the permission to treat us the way we are being marginalized. Let's talk about the enemy within. We are doing ourselves. And until we start holding our leaders accountable for their failure, accountable for their deeds, we are not moving anywhere. We are not moving anywhere. We keep on saying that whites brought this, whites, they are the one that slaved us. Let's talk about the leaders that authorized the whites for the first place. The leaders are the people that authorized the whites to do whatever they are doing. Up till now, it's still happening. It's still happening. Our leaders will go and collect huge amount of money, and the whites will come here and they will do something, and nobody will have a say because we have been sold out. We have been sold out. Until we start asking questions, start asking our leaders questions to make accounts of their leadership, we are not going anywhere. And don't just come out and be shouting, we need change, face this country, we need change, blah, 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 blah. Go and knash down. Start asking your leaders questions. Why did you do this? How come this thing came about? Let's ask them questions and let's hold them accountable for their deeds. That is when change will come. Guys, I'm not going to say much about this change because I keep on saying it and it seems like I'm just pouring water on a stone. Let's move over to Alright, so let's talk about this Nigerian-based UK pastor and UK government, the whole problem that's been going on. Let me read the report for you. The founder of London-based church Salvation Proclaimers Ministry Limited. Wow, this church name long ago. Pastor Tobi has said his church will challenge the United Kingdom court decision to shut down his operations over alleged misappropriation of funds. So this pastor is coming out to challenge the UK government for trying to shut down his church, because UK government has said that the church has been laundering money and they are not transparent with the funds. You see, now country where they work, maybe country where not they work. Let me finish the article where I will read some. UK government said the church group was shut in the public interest after failing to properly account for more than 1.87 million euros in expenditure and operating with a lack of transparency. UK's insolvency service stated that the church takeover was done in the High Court on June 9 before Judge Burton. They have shut down the church. That's country that is working. You see, they don't believe in, this is a spiritual church, let's not do something about it. No, it's working. The church must abide by the rule of the government. Let me read it again. But no be like say una know here. UK government said the church group was shut in the public interest. They are looking out for the citizens. May nobody come their country, come scam them, all in the name of Christ. Most of churches now, they are scammers. After failing to properly account for more than 1.87 million euros in expenditure and operating with a lack of transparency. If I dey talk am say this system, this African system is a mobility system, this system is not working. In Nigeria, if you go your backyard, church, you go your front yard, church, even in your dream, church, and yet the things wey dey happen for Nigeria, the corruption, the insecurity, the kidnapping is getting worse. Wetin these people dey pray for? Are you sure we are getting the right direction? Every day, church, una no go let person rest. If person go work, come back tired, midnight, church. Guys, Nigeria dey stress person. Honestly, Nigeria can stress you. You get frustrated. In the morning when you go to work, you get stressed stopped by traffic. When you are going to work, you get stressed up by traffic. When you get to work, you get stressed up by ordinary Nigerians where their problem don't stop their head. Anything they do is violence. Work go stress you. Insecurity go stress you. Increment of food, stocks will stress you. When you finally come back in the night and you want to rest, church will carry their night vigil. What are they praying for? Church will stress you and they will mount their speaker in front of your window. Let's be serious in this country. Let's be serious in this country. Let the system work. Guys, I don't finish show. Alright, so that will be all in this episode. And you know how we do right here. Stay tuned, stay glued. I'll be bringing you more digesting, deliberating, interesting. But please, subscribe. Click the notification button and don't forget, like, comment, share with your friends so that you can be part of this wonderful family, Eratons family. Thank you for watching. God bless.